This lesson for primary 3 is the third lesson in unit 3. It's about comparing and ordering fractions. We have three types of fractions when we compare between fractions. The first type is that having the same denominator, like these two fractions, 1 over 10 and 5 over 10. These two fractions having the same denominator, 10, and having different numerator, 1 and 5. First, what is the meaning of 1 over 10? It's read as 1/10. And 1/10 means we have this figure consists of 10 parts and we colored only one part. What's the meaning of 5 over 10? It's read as 5/10. And it means that we have a figure consists of 10 parts, we colored 5 parts. Visually, if you look carefully at the two figures, can you tell me which one has a small part, has smaller colored parts? Yes, the first fraction. One part is smaller than the 5 parts. Yes, but if we don't have the figures, we will just compare between the numbers in the numerator, 1 and 5. We ignoring look at the denominator because they are the same. We will look at the numerator, 1 and 5. 1 is smaller than 5. This is the first type. The second type, when we having the two fractions having the same numerator and have different denominator, like this, 5 over 6 and 5 over 8. These two fractions having the same numerator, 5 and 5, but they have different denominator, 6 and 8. Okay, first, what's the meaning of 5 over 6? 5 over 6 is read as 5/6. And it means we have whole 1. This 1 is divided into 6 equal parts and we colored 5 parts. 5 over 8 is read as 5/8 and it means we have whole 1. This 1 divided into 8 equal parts and we colored 5 parts. So now please look carefully at the two pictures. Can you tell me which colored part is bigger than the other? Yes, the first figure, the colored part, is bigger than the colored part in the second figure. But if we don't have the pictures, how can we compare between the two fractions? Okay, look, the fraction which has the small number of denominator will be the bigger fraction. Again, if you have small number of denominator, this fraction will be big. So I put the opposite sign. So this fraction, I call it a crazy fraction. Why this is crazy? Because 6 is smaller than 8. But if 6 and 8 are in the denominator, so 6 will be bigger than 8. So the first fraction will be bigger than the second fraction. It's a crazy fraction. Now, let's us study the third type and the last type of fractions. If we have different numerator and different denominator, like this, 6 over 8 and 3 over 4. All the numbers are different. So how can we put the sign between these two fractions? We have to multiply this denominator by the numerator of the other fraction, like this, 4 times 6. 4 times 6 equals 24. And write 24 up next to the numerator. Then we multiply 8 times 3. The denominator times the numerator of the other fraction. 8 times 3 equals 24. Write 24 next to the numerator. So we have 24 in this side, 24 in the other side. So these two fractions equal. 6/8 will be equal to 3/4. Let us take another example. 1 over 11 and 8 over 12. Yes, this fraction has different numerator and denominators. So we multiply. Look at the pictures. It's look like the wings of butterfly. So we multiply 1 times 12. The answer will be 12. And 11 times 8. The answer will be 88. Which is a small number start by 1 or number start by 8? Yes, of course, 12 is smaller than 88. So the first fraction smaller than the second fraction.